Mr. Jim Rogers, welcome to RT. It's great to see you here with us. And of course, we've seen the US government hold its work before, of course, but many say this time is absolutely unprecedented. Are we looking at a catastrophe here, or everything's okay?
Well, if you ask me, it'd be wonderful if the government did shut down for a while. We'd save a lot of money and get rid of a lot of bureaucrats. So I think it would be wonderful. Is it likely to work that way? No, absolutely not, Julia. They're just going to play a game for a while, jerk us all around. I don't even pay attention. I guess you have to because you're a journalist. But this is a charade. This is a sham.
No, I see. But the U.S. debt is growing and the debt ceiling still hasn't been fixed. Can we say that America is on the brink of default?
No, they're not on the brink of default, Julia, because they can print as much money as they want. Yes, America is the largest debtor nation in the history of the world. In the entire history of the world, Julia, no one has ever been this deep in debt, and it's going higher and higher. But America will not default, not for a few years, because they can print as much money as they want. Now, there are people like the Russians and the Chinese and many other people who are saying, wait a minute, this is crazy. Well, eventually, they are going to be forced to default, but not anytime soon.
But what about the dollar now? The shutdown is a major blow, I suppose.
No, because, Julia, most people who are buying and selling dollars, who are trading dollars, know that this is a sham, know that this is not going to be significant. Yes, it may have short-term effects. Yes, TV networks all over the world will talk
there
about
will be no special treatment.
People who are buying and selling dollars are not spending too much time paying attention.
But Washington's been struggling to meet the deadline many times before. Why has it become so tough to make crucial decisions in Congress now?
This has been this has happened many times before. In the 90s, at one time, they actually closed down the government for a while. It has happened before. They've always had trouble. They always play this game. They always play this charade. It's never meaningful. The only meaningful thing would be if somebody actually did something and cut spending and started paying down the debt. But this is a little game that they play in Washington. I'm not sure who they're trying to play it for. I guess the TV people. Maybe some constituents pay attention, but it's a charade, it's a sham, it's a part of the ongoing decline of the United States.
But why couldn't the U.S. lawmakers agree on the budget there?
Well, because there's some people who want to cut spending and other people who don't. There's some people who don't. There's some people who don't want to cut spending. I mean, that's any other government the same way. But no other government in the world that I know of has a debt ceiling like the United States, which is something they put in a few decades ago just to calm people down for a while, thinking that it would go away. But unfortunately, it hasn't gone away. So here, 50 or 60 years later, we're still playing this little game. They cannot agree because some people want to cut spending, other people don't want to cut spending. And as long as some people want to continue to spend, we're going to have this little game.
Right, but what does the Congress have to do to get the government running again?
Oh, somebody somewhere is going to go into a back room and say, okay, this is what we'll say. We'll say that we all made this agreement. We agree we would cut spending down the road, and then we'll continue to support your programs. They'll come out with a nice announcement that acts like everything is okay, and then they'll start the government up again. They'll start spending again, and a year or two or three, we'll have this same little game again. Julia, this has happened many times. I know you have to report it, but it's not very serious.
All right.
I wish it were. I wish it were serious. Oh, I wish it were serious. I wish that something would come of this. But unfortunately, it's a game which I have and many other people have seen played many times in the last few decades in America.
All right. Thank you very much for your position. We appreciate it. Jim Rogers, financial commentator and investment expert. Thank you very much again.